In this scene from Inception, color, camera position, music, and special effects are used to create and draw the audience into the illusion of layers of a dream by highlighting several contrasts between them. The shifting images between the first and second layers of the dream reinforce this contrast, showing how the action changed from the fast-paced car chase to the fight in the room. In the first layer shot, once the van starts flipping, the camera gets in slow motion, which has three effects. First, it allows us to slowly observe the rotation of the car in order to draw parallels with the rotating room. Second, it creates breathing moments from the fast-paced scene in the rotating room. Third, it works alongside the narrative by hinting to the fact that sense of time is different in dreams. While the car rotation scenes are in slow motion, the room rotation is packed with rapid action and movement, contrasting the flow of time in the two levels of sleep. In the second layer of the dream, the second shot after the van starts to flip is the longest scene. The combination of this distance shot with a stable camera allows the viewer to grasp how the characters have to adapt to the rotating room, while the remaining shots are shot as the camera follows the fight, communicating a sense of urgency and fast-paced action. The color works at a subconscious level to help the viewer follow the complex storyline that jumps between characters and locations. In this clip, the first layer of the dream is characterized by a blue-gray tint and the preceding layer distinguished by orange-brown, such that when we are taken to this layer, we know where we are. These two colors are complementary colors, meaning they are on opposite sides of the color scheme and work to create contrast between the two locations. The rotation of the room in the second layer is paralleled with the rotation of the car in the preceding one, which reinforces the laws about how dream levels work. This special effect allows for a scene where all of the occurrences are consistent with the reality that the movie tries to create, dream levels and laws that govern the interactions between those levels. The rotation effect shows a defiance of gravity, thereby bringing forward the laws of the movie realm and putting real physics laws such as gravity second. This drags the viewer further into the movie world. Secondly, the rotation effect creates an elevation in intensity in the scene, which raises as we see more frequent cuts between the car and the hallway. Eventually, the tension is released once the car lands and the rotation stops. In terms of cinematography, the scene is unique in that it is portraying zero gravity in the second layer of the dream. Unlike other zero-gravity scenes where the camera typically moves around and shoots from multiple angles and creates a feeling of weightlessness, here it continues to shoot normally from the ground. The camera is fixed to the floor of the hallway, and we witness the two men fighting as gravity shifts. There is no optical focus on these two characters, allowing the audience to experience the entire shift in gravity in perspective to the hallway, thus amplifying the visual effects. Overall, the music of the scene has a quick tempo and it is developing as the scene is going on. The basic tempo is implemented by percussion, which makes music piece tight and rhythmic. The main melody is played explicitly by string instruments, at first with wind tubas and trombones in the background. Eventually, deep sounds by wind instruments become louder and more explicit, so the scene tension increases. Later on, both groups of wind and string instruments play together, which gives the music a stronger sound and more confident tone. In this time period, the tension reaches its peak. Violins keep playing in fast tempo, and wind instruments take accents at the beginning of each measure, which keeps the audience under stress till the end of the scene. At the end, at the same time as the gunshot, the music suddenly quiets down and creates an echo on the music which was before. It finally relieves the increased stress and the audience experienced and prepares people for the next scene.